followed by national anthem. So, do you think the TVK government is trying to, play it safe with both the governor side and the Tamil sentiment angle?
Tamil Thai Varthu was sung first, and this is the tradition of the Tamil Nadu Assembly to start any session with Tamil Thai Varthu. So they have upheld the tradition. It is a welcoming.
Usually the national anthem will only be sung at the end, but this time we saw the national anthem played twice, once in the beginning and once in the end. So that is something that we're witnessing for the first time. So do you think this was done to, keep the governor satisfied probably?
See, our main focus should be on the governor's address. Now we will all focus on governor's address instead of all the other.
Ma'am, the main claim that comes is the governor's address was totally in favor of the ruling government, which also blamed the past DMK government, especially in the financial structure that happened in the last 5 years.
So governor's address, as far as Paatali Makkal Katchi is concerned, we wholeheartedly welcome the announcement of the social economic survey being taken. So we hold almost, it is an 85 years struggle. 85 years we haven't taken any census on the population of our country, especially Tamil Nadu. So we've been hoping for that, and Paatali Makkal Katchi is very happy, and we welcome the ruling government's announcement, and we thank our Honorable Chief Minister for announcing that socio-economic survey will be taken during his tenure.
The DMK MLAs have come with a badge in which Chief Minister is being mute to the numerous crimes against women and children that is currently seen in Tamil Nadu. So, as a female member of this legislative assembly, what do you have to say on that?
It's their party's view.
What is your take on the crimes against women and children?
I welcome the new initiative of Singapen Task Force, increasing the women power in that, because they're going to employ more women in taking part in the Singapen Task Force, and they have promised that technical surveillance will be updated, and they promised that more women police personnel will be employed to ensure the safety of the women. So let us hope for it. And also one more thing, special mention on using ironclad force to stop drug abuse. So that is also one welcoming announcement that has been in the governor's address. But still, we hope to see more control on drug abuse, substance abuse, and stringent action against the perpetrators. More courts have to be established, and more force has to be established to punish the perpetrators faster, not in the course of 1 year, 2 years. If we know the victim and we know the perpetrator of the crime, that means within a span of 1 or 2 months, the perpetrator has to be given the serious punishment. And I would even advocate for death penalty for the perpetrators of such heinous crimes on women and children.
So, on Meghathattu issue, ma'am, I made some mentions about Mullai Periyar and Meghathattu, and they've told that the rights of Tamil Nadu in terms of both of these issues will be safeguarded. What is the PMK stand?
Meghathattu, definitely the dam should not be constructed, because already it is like 115 TMC has been stored in there. If all the 4 dams, KSR, Krishnarajasagar Dam, Hemavati, Kabini and Haragi, those dams, they store 115 TMC. If Meghathattu is constructed, 185 TMC of the Kaveri water will be stored in that. Tamil Nadu will become very dry. We won't have even water for farming. So that should not be constructed at all. We should ensure that Tamil Nadu's farming and agriculture is safeguarded. We won't even have, if Meghathattu is constructed, drinking water will be a big problem for state of Tamil Nadu. So we should ensure that the Meghathattu dam definitely should not be constructed.
Mullai Periyar
Dam is like whatever is there, the status quo has to be maintained. Thank you.